Welcome to ATR Rising Sun Above the Rings podcast, covering our favorite promotion across the Pacific Ocean, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm your host, Sam the SLB, and alongside me, as always, is the man in black, third man for Above the Ring, and cannot forget our current Bedlam, I totally forgot the title, Bedlam champion, Bedlam Media champion. I'm going to have to plaster that. You think I'm the guy who would know that? I don't, but I've never held the title. So, Ethan.
Yes, it's me. I'm back after my assignment for the week. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Back. I'm going to
But
start
yeah,
putting crowd noise anytime somebody makes a return.
like the Thunderdome era. Hello. Sorry. But yes, we're back. Yes, I know our Dominion review's late, but we're busy. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to talk about this. Our favorite tournament's coming up soon, so I'm pretty excited to talk about busy summer, Sam.
It is, guys. We got a lot to talk about. G1 is upon us. It's coming up. Don't forget this weekend, not to sidetrack, we do have Night of Champions. Look out for our picks on that. We will be talking about the results from that next week. Also, All in Texas. It's looking to be a big show this year. I didn't think All in Texas was going to be as big as the first London one, but boy, oh boy, might be good. And of course, as I said, G1 Climax is coming up in less than a month. Where else can you watch, Ethan and I watch an ungodly amount of tournament wrestling? G1.
Oh boy, man, summer is just round robin for me. Got Stardom, Marigold, G1.
Yeah, so we're going to get right into it, guys. Before we begin, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, specifically TikTok, and YouTube. I don't know why I said Instagram first. Maybe because Facebook is dead in the water. I don't know. But we're a little late on this one. We're still going to talk about it, guys. The second biggest show in New Japan's calendar year, Dominion, known as Osaka-jo Hall, on 6/15.
Father's Day, everybody.
It was a good Father's Day show. It was an all right Father's Day show. Not as good as some of the other things we're going to talk about later. So we were talking about this before we recorded. You know, I think you and I were discussing. It wasn't bad. It was an all right show. Well, you said you were disappointed.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaways, not that the matches were bad, were there was a lot of fallout from House of Torture being removed from Bullet Club
Yep.
and a lot of people joining. I think, and I'm going to have you read down the card in a second, but if I'm not mistaken, pretty much most of, if not all of Just Five Guys is part of House of Torture at this point.
Two of them.
Hold on.
There was 5 guys. Only 2 of them joined.
No, I know. I'm thinking. So I know, obviously, Doki did. We were upset about that.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Sonata's there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Sonata.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm just like, in what, Kanemaru?
Kamaru, yep.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, it's pretty much almost the, at least half the group. So there's a lot of that. But I also said, I was looking at this card, and you don't have to tell me. You're going to read down the card, then you can tell me what they are. I'm going to guess that I said there's got to be 2 Ethan picks on here.
Yep.
And you pretty much said, yeah, there were 2 Ethan picks. Or I said there was at least one or 2. I was feeling lucky, so I'm going to guess these. And then you can tell me if I'm wrong after. So the first one I'm going to go with is Bolton Oleg taking on Konosuke Takeshita. And then the second one is Gabe Kidd taking on Yota Tsuji.
Ooh,
So with
good
that,
guess.
what?
I said, ooh, good guess.
So with that, I'm going to let you read off the card.
All right. So, pre-show match. Did you watch the pre-show, Sam?
I might have, may not have.
It's the Young Lions match.
Yeah.
Kaishiro Mishima, Shomakato defeating Ducky Guy and Master Yoshida's 8 minutes 15 seconds via Boss Crab. Fun Young Lions, 6 out of 10. Yeah. So the first of multiple House of Torture crap, unfortunately. Sonata, Ren Narita, Yuji Takahashi, and formerly known as Balak Fale, Don Fale, now go by Don Fale. Okay. Defeating Bull Cup War Dogs of Drum Maloney, Kirk Kosh, Chase Owens, who betrayed War Dogs. No joke, he did. And Taiji Mori, 6 minutes, 44 seconds via Guitar Strike.
Yeah, was this the one? Yeah, where we had also Chase Owens join.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised Chase Owens because I thought they were going to be a Gaijin only faction, but clearly not with him and Don Fale. But anyways, yeah, House of Touch, whatever. Let's keep going.
3 out of 10. Tag team match: Zack Sabre Jr. Right Oiwe defeat Shota Umino and TV champ Alpha Fantastic Limits in 23 seconds for your being clutch. Fun. 6 out of 10 as well.
Word.
Well, I'll talk about the qualifying for G1 later, but we did find out who was in the G1 blocks later in the show, but we'll talk about that later. Hiroshi Tanahashi defeat Yu Uemura 9.5 minutes via inside cradle. Low surprise Tanahashi won this, to be honest with you. I think he was going to put over the young guy, but he's like, that don't work for me. Cash in my presidency control.
Yeah, no, I was shocked because I know he's also on his retirement tour.
7 out of 10. I really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I thought it was like 12 minutes, like in a good way. I didn't realize we went 9.5 minutes. This could have. I think you could have gave him a couple more minutes.
Yeah, no, it was one of his better matches in the past, year.
That son of a bitch traitor Doki. He's for now on, Sam. He's going by Dookie.
Mm-hmm.
He sold his soul. How dare you? Anyway, him and Show defeat Master Wall and Yo at 10 minutes for 2 seconds via Big 4 leg lock. It was supposed to be Kamaru, but he was injured. He wasn't injured. I'm glad Doki is back. Again, I don't want him in house torture. That's not the real Doki, Sam. It's his twin Dookie.
Yuki. Yeah, so not only is he part of House of Torture, but he's at what? La Oscuridad with Show.
By the way, Show is 2-belt Show.
Yeah, what's the other belt he has right now?
The never 6-man tag titles.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
driving.
Forgot
Unfortunately.
about that.
Yeah. And by the way, this was Master Raw Yo's first title defense, and they lost.
That was a short.
That was a short run. What's a fair way? I don't get it. Yeah, 3 out of 10 as well. I don't have much to say with this. Like, I joke with Sam in our chats. Like, why does this feel like NWA? Whoops, NWO 2000. Just worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm you know my thoughts. I'm just like whatever. It's like such a turn off.
The only one I give a pass is Kamaro because he's literally the heel master.
Yeah.
And he's not as bad, so you expect that from him.
Yeah. No, let's continue there.
All right. This one was really fun for the IWGP tag titles. Also lost from the first defense. Taiji and Strong Open Champion Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, Tubo Ishii. Let's go. Defeat Great Khan and Calvin Newell in 12 minutes and 46 seconds for Black Visto. Really fun. 7 out of 10 as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, Taichi has another belt. Has a belt. He's another one who comes out, and sometimes I always forget that he's like he. I feel like, and this is no knock to him either. I feel like I see Taguchi more than I see Taichi some days.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, this was fun, man. Ghetto's got some weird booking. Like they'll win the titles and they're like, all right, go lose on your first defense. Like you can't get them at least 2, 3 at the most. I mean, I don't need them to have like an 8-year run, but like still, at least give them a couple defenses. Like, come on.
Well,
Like,
I'm looking here, and somebody actually meant. I don't know if we had this conversation, but there's quite a few 1, 2, 3, 4 title changes
this year.
in this show.
Oh, I think you meant this year.
No,
That's probably
only
more
4. The whole company had 4 title changes all year. I have a feeling, at least from what happened at this show, that we're going into I don't want to say a dark time, but I have a feeling it's going to be the year of
Hot
House of
potatoes.
Torture.
Oh, they're hot potato.
No, I feel like I don't know how many belts do they currently hold.
Number Opioid 6-man tag titles and
Junior tag.
junior. That's it for now,
Yeah.
unfortunately. All right, so you know how many title changes we had this year alone, like just the tag title match. I'll read
No.
you. So Young Bucks won Wrestle Dynasty. Naito and Hiromu won a New Beginning in February.
Mhm.
Actually, let me go back and rewind. So Young Bucks won it at Wrestle Dynasty, 37 days, $2 defense. I'm sorry, no title defenses, but they were vacated at the time. LAJ won it February 11th, New Beginning in Osaka. We talked about it. 53 days, no defenses. You're probably see where I'm going with this.
Mhm.
Cobb and Newham won it April 5th. Scourge Jensen's held it for 9 days. 9 days. 9 days. Zero defense. But to be fair, Cobb left, so I can't fault them on that one. Calvin and Grail Khan won them at Wrestle Red Zone April 26th. 50 days. Zero defenses. And now Ishii and Taichi. 10 days plus. And they're no defenses. Yet.
Yeah, indeed.
But I don't. But really fun, and I'm glad Ishii is a 2-belt champion.
Mhm. No, he puts in the work. So
Next match, and Save, you were correct on this one. Ethan pick number 1. Bone Oleg wins his first singles title to be Karoshi Catcher at 13 minutes and 12 seconds to become Kamikaze. Meat match,
mhm.
kind of a meat match.
Let me say something. Between what I've seen here, and his work on Soul, he's always been good. I always feel like he's in the opening or the upper card. Like he's just always at the beginning of the show. And now we're getting to see him in title matches, and now getting the never open weight. He is so good. I need not that Takeshita's not Takeshita's Takeshita.
That needs to be a T-shirt. Takesha's just Takesha. Honestly, this was perfect length. I seen people saying that could have been. I mean, I wouldn't. I probably did 15 at the max, but this was great. I like that spot where Oleg picks him up to catch up on the ramp. He's like he does his gut wrench throws, and I thought he was gonna throw him off the stage. I'm like, oh, don't throw him off the stage.
Yeah, no, awesome match, banger.
And by the way, Oleg has won both Never titles now because he won the 6-man tag titles twice, and now he's won the Never Openweight.
Who do you win the 6 with?
Tanahashi and Yano.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, that a boy. I mean, this could tell for Oleg to start right now, and then he can move up to like uh the global.
Heavyweight.
Yeah.
They just need to bring back the IC title.
Thank you. They really do though. Like, what? Why? I remember when they first retired the US, everyone's like, oh, they're gonna bring the IC back, and they're like, tricked you. It's global. It's like, no, bring back the Intercontinental. um. All right, are you ready for this? More House of Torture, Sam?
No.
I'm not either, but we had to talk about this. Evil defeating Dave Finlay at 23 minutes and 5 seconds via TKO. All right, I'm gonna be negative for this one. 2.
You know, it's interesting because this one, I felt like like the run-ins they had. It was a lot. But I also felt like the run-ins that piece was executed better than it normally is.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, well, again, I get clocked out with them.
I mean, it sometimes it works when it does, but this was just way. I mean, I know we expect that House of Torture. You know what's gonna happen. Honestly, I thought this field was gonna die at New Beginning in that cage match. Boy, was I wrong. I thought this was one to. I'm not really blaming Finlay or Evil. It just we'll blame Evil, but I thought this just went on way too long, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Oh, what was the TK? I think he choked with the chain. I think I can't remember.
I believe so.
I actually.
Do you want it? Yes, please.
Ooh.
Yeah, right here, folks, going to happen right now, right here. So yeah, I was just like, what? Like, we're getting a lot of this stuff right now, and I don't know why. I don't know why anyone thinks this works. It's fine if it's like one or two individuals, you know. Thank you. It's fine if it's like one or two, but when you start doing these, like, kind of like you said, NWO. You know, you got how many people in that faction?
Way too many.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till we read the G1 climax line later, Sam.
And
um,
another thing I
oh,
want to add before we hop, I think you know, we wanted to give Finley a shot, and I'm just not feeling Finley as the Bullet Club leader.
nope.
I was expecting maybe some new life there, and you know who needs to be? I think we've had this conversation.
Gabe fucking Kid.
Oh, I wasn't thinking Gabe. I was thinking Maloney.
I like Maloney. I go with that. You know what? How about Clark Connors? Let's get the cowboy one.
You could do that as well.
Hey, at least Clark Connors can win titles. He has the Defy World title. See? And but like, did you notice that the dog? You know how in AEW and stuff, like when they do the dog collar, like it's like right up against your neck.
Yeah,
Do you notice in New Japan ones they're like down here?
I didn't notice that.
They're like barely hanging on. I'm like, you can at least tight. I get you don't want to choke them to death, but like at least make it tighter.
Well, clearly that's what Evil was doing at one point.
All right, moving on. This is same. This is not an Ethan pick, but it is an honorable mention for the global title. Gabe Kidd defeated Yoshisuji at 23 minutes and 25 seconds via power driver. This ruled, but yeah, it wasn't an Ethan. It is an honorable mention. 7 out of 10. These two never. I mean, this was better than their new beginning because I didn't like that double knockout, but I get why they did it. Well, since Suji lost the title, then you know what that means.
G1.
Which we'll get to in a minute after. It'll be good for Gabe Kidd winning a non-strong title. But I know we sell broken records, but those titles really need to go.
Mm-hmm.
They got to get rid of those belts, man.
Yeah, I don't. If you're not doing anything with New Japan in the States anymore, just get rid of them.
You know what's funny? They don't even call them. Remember when they did the American shows? They call them New Japan Strong, like in an insert name.
Yeah,
It's like now they're whoops. It's like New Japan and then insert American show name.
I. You have the opportunity to now grow that brand, and for some reason, it's like the pandemic ended, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna end, you know, New Japan Strong as well. It's like, why? Now you can
Yeah,
bring people in.
I know. What the hell? I like watching on my Saturdays. Now you have to go fucking cancel it. But yeah, Gabe Kidd win the global title. This was great. I'll be honest, me and you talk. We didn't talk about this on the air, but prior chats when they put that Gabe Kidd promo, you know the one I'm talking about, the
Mm-hmm.
backstage. A lot of people said it felt like forced and stuff after his AW appearance, and I'm not gonna lie, that promo did sound kind of forced.
It did.
I like Gabe Kidd, but even I'm like that sounded way too scripted. Like because every time he talked, it kind of looked like he like I don't get something, but it kind of looked like he was trying to see like the script, like the ball, like you know in movies they hold up the cardboard, they're like say this line, it's like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm glad he's the champ though, and now he'll go spoiler in the G1 as champion. So, but Suji had a good run with it though, so I ain't mad too bad.
No, absolutely. But big things for our boy then.
Suji. Main event. This is an Ethan. This is my other Ethan pick. Hiroki Go retains the Unuji World with target Shingo Takagi at 28 minutes and 25 seconds. GTR Kai. Ethan pick 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I forgot about this match. This one was solid.
I'll be honest, I did not expect Goto to have this long of a title run.
Me neither.
I don't think
And it's
nobody
been
did. Boy, I'm
really
glad
good.
he broke it. I will say, always title runs or matches, defenses, like they were all good to great. But if I had to pick I wouldn't say worst, but like least favorites, it's probably the Shota Umino one and When They Sit Riot, and
Mhm.
then probably the Nagata one. Those probably like two least, but they're still good. Don't get me wrong, but they'd be like at the bottom. But this one world, and then after the match, Sabre Drew's like, I want a rematch because at Resurgence they had a double pin, which
Yep.
that was stupid. By the way, I hated that finish. Check out that review later. Um, and they're doing a Tanahashi Jam. That's this Sunday as we're recording this. And by the way, saying it's not even airing on New Japan World yet. They're airing it on TVSI.
Probably contract obligations. Probably like WWE.
Probably it might go on New Japan World later, like as a tape delay, but I'll run that card down after. But yeah, Goto. You know what? Fuck it. Keep the title on him to Wrestle Kingdom. Fuck it.
Let Suji dethrone him.
Please let him dethrone him. Me and Sam are gonna die on that hill.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. So overall, like I said, I think we're getting to this like era of House of Torture as they build up these other stars. So what's your overall rating for the show?
7 out of 10 just for the last three the number one boy title, the global title, and the world title match.
Skip everything prior to that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I love Debate's one of my favorite shows to watch. Oh, no, I think it should be tag title match. I would recommend that as an honorable mention. But yeah, everything else pretty skippable. I thought this show was disappointing this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's probably one of my least favorites since I've been following New Japan.
I've seen worse, but I wouldn't say this year's was like the crappiest I've seen. There's one I didn't really, I can't remember what year it was, but I didn't really like that one. There was one Dominion I didn't really like either, but yeah, but this one was just, if you missed it, you didn't really miss much, but just watch those four. And Tanahashi and More. That's another one I recommend too. So those
Yeah.
4 or 5 I recommend watching.
So skip the House of Torture matches.
Yes. And if you want to watch Young Lions, you can too, but you don't have to kind of situation. So
Yeah. No, I've been watching, and it's going to be our segue. So with New Japan Soul, they pretty much have the Young Lions matches beforehand.
Which I'll run down right now. So there in total there's 9 days. 9 days.
9 days.
Because there's 2 of them in July, ironically
Mhm.
on 4th of July and July 6th. Which I'll I gotta bring those. There's not a full card yet, but I'll run down what's confirmed. But I'll run on the results first, since we're double New Japan Soul. Guess why not? All right. So June 18th. And by the way, if you spoiler this disclaimer, if I read a lot of same results from each tour, it's because it's basically copy and paste. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. So first night, Wednesday, June 18th from Amori, Japan. That's one you can't watch on New Japan World. I think there's 2 days, me and Sam were talking about this, that they are that didn't air. That was today as we're recording this, and tomorrow after this drops. Basically Thursday and Friday shows are not airing. Anyway, Tetsuya Matsumoto for CJ goes to a 10-minute top of draw. And then Daiki Nagata Master Ishii 6 minutes 28 seconds via Boston Crab. 8-man tag match with Narita, Yujiro, Show, and Doki Devine. Yo, Toriano, Maswell, and Joe McCall, 8 minutes 32 seconds. 10-minute tag match and Evil, Owens, Don Valley, Sonata, and Kamaru defeat Togi Magbe, Togma Hama, Bono, like Yoshihashi, and Kajima Shima, 9 minutes 44 seconds. You know, most of the time, the young lines are in the match. You know who's getting the pin or submission at this rate. Taichi Umor, Taguchi, Chikamas Young, Grailcon Captain, total is 14 seconds. We fly high tech. Ishii, Tanahashi, and Tiger Mask, Gabe Kid, Maloney, Ghetto at 11:22 seconds via Brainbuster. It's Ghetto in the match. 99.9% how he's taking the pin. Main event of the show, match number 7. Alpha Tassel, Shoma Uno, and Hiroki Go defeat Deem the Case, Zack Sabre Jr. White, Oliway, and Harley Jackson at 14 minutes 28 Thunder Kiss 86. By the way, put Jackson G1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. All right, number 2, also Namori Japan. This is from Thursday, June 19th, but this is from the East Minazi Stadium. Matsumoto for St. J again went to a 10-minute draw, but when you're 2 debut Lai's, you know that's gonna happen. Yoshida defeat Nagai 6 minutes 20 seconds via Boston Crab. House of Naria, Yujiro Sho, Doki, and Kamaru defeat excuse me, Mirashima, Kato, Yano, and Wato since 29 seconds. Yes, I know I'm repeating it, but this is literally the whole tour. I'm not even joking. Some stuff changed, but we'll get that in a minute. Sonata, Folly, Owens, and Iwa House of Torture defeat Oleg, Yoshihashi, Togmabe, and Joe. 8 minutes 55 seconds for disqualification. So the disqualification was Sonata put Jotto's leg between his crotch, and the referee's
Mhm.
like, oh, "You kicked him," and Jotto's like, "I didn't kick him. I didn't kick him." I'm like, "Jotto, you could have moved your foot." What? Anyway, boo. Um, Shota Umino, Taichi, and Taima's 4 defeat Uniting Power 10's second chapter. Taguchi, Ishii, and Tanahashi defeating Geto, Maloney, Kid, Timmons wins of Oh My God, ankle. And the main event, Yumimura, Hirogo, and Tomohama defeating TMDK 15 minutes 26 seconds for Deadbolt Suplex. Again, Jackson took the pin, unfortunately, but yeah. Night number 3, Saturday, June 21st. Again, that's a mile first AJ goes to a 10-minute atomic draw. That's gonna happen. 8-man tag match, and Renry, you're talking about Doki, Kamaro defeat Ducky Guy, Wato, Yo, and Toriano, 749 Path Paradise Lock. Show was in the corner, but he lost stipulation a couple years ago. Remember the KOPW title match, him and Taichi, where the loser couldn't wrestle in Yamagata or whatever?
Yes.
So if you wonder why Show had a ski mask on, that's why. It wasn't Show. 8-man tag match is not Fale, Chase, and Evil defeat Yoshihashi, Jado, Kato, and Mirashi with touch 5 seconds call in. Maloney gave him Geto defeat Ishii, Makabe, and Tiger Mask, 8 minutes 8 seconds drill killer. Yumura, Taichi, and Taguchi beat U9 for 23 seconds for cross body. Hiroshi Tanahashi beat Tugwahama, 14 41 seconds via high fly flow. And the main event, Bo Nolik, Shota Umo, Hirogo defeat Demon Decay, 17 minutes 3 seconds via Kamikaze. Again, a lot of repeats, but some you change. Day number 4, June 22nd, Sunday, from Fukushima, Japan. Matsumoto Seijin, again, went to a 10 atomic draw. Deputy Guy defeat Master Yoshida at okay, no, I'm reading all right. 8 minutes 32 seconds. 10-minute tag team action. Yujiro, Ren, Sho, Doki, and Kamaro defeating Mirashima, Kato, Wado, Yo, and Yano. 9 minutes 54 seconds. Sonata, Fale, Owens, and Evo defeating Oleg, Hashi, Makabe, Joe. 8 minutes 45 seconds. I feel like Excalibur just both in 30s.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot of repeating, right? So, Tiger Mask, Shono Umino, and Taichi defeating Yuan Power 10 minutes 3 seconds. Taguchi, Ishii, and Tanahashi, Geto, Maloney, Kid, 10 minutes 51 seconds. And the main event, DMDK finally gets a win on the board. I feel like this is like a best of 7 for the store. Defeating Kodo, Yumura, and Hama, 15 and a half minutes. So that was that show. All right, here we go. This one's different. Never mind. Cork and Hama, Monday, June 23rd. Again, Matsumoto and CJ went to a 10-minute draw. This was a pre-show match. Other pre-show match, usually defeating the guy fell 8 minutes, 13 seconds, Crab. Main show kicks off 10-minute tag match. More House of Torture bullshit. It's Kanemaru, Doki, Sho, Yujiro, and Ren. Defeat Yano, Yo, Wado, Kato, Mirashima. 7 minutes 47 seconds disqualification. Evo, Owens, Fale, and Sonata defeat Yoshihashi, Togemak, Tamahama, and Tiger Mask. 8 minutes 42 seconds. Everything's evil. By the way, Fale is supposed to be in a qualifying match for Block A against Oiwa. But unfortunately, he lost a family member, so he'll be off the show. So Kojima's replacing him. So I'm sending my condolences to Fale and his family. Yumura, Taguchi, Chicken Young Grail Con, 737 seconds via crossbody. Okay, see, look, this card's different, Sam. We finally got a different one. Gabe Kin, Tajishimura defeating Tanahashi and Joe, 543 seconds via Bulldog on Jotto. This was supposed to be a 6-man tag, but ELP suffered a knee injury, so he's off the tour. So that's why we haven't seen him.
Yep.
Forgot to mention that when I last seen him. Hirogo showed Uno both only defeating Demon Decay 9 minutes 11 second chapter on Jackson. Non-title match. This is an Ethan Big by way. This is the qualify. So they announced 16 of the 20 names. For two spots were picking Block A, 2 were left in B block. So on this show, they did the first half, and then on July 4th, they're doing the other side, which we'll get to in a minute. So the B block side, Jerome Malone to be strong Opoi, and I'll do tag champ Trevor Ishii at 17 minutes and 10 seconds for Drill Killer. Sam, what have you been saying for us for the last few months that Malone should be in G1?
Mm-hmm. And he's now there.
Good. His first one, by the way, so I'm pretty happy for him. I wish Ishii was in the tournament, but he didn't do. He wasn't even in it last year. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Ishii, like I said, start pushing this younger talent, and might as well get them in there and not keep them out.
That's true. Ishii, go tech Chase Owens or Yoshihashi. Take your spot in there. Main event for the A block side, Cal Noon to beat Taichi at 23 minutes and 32 via fireball. I'm glad New. You know what's funny, Sam? Newham won the match, and he's supposed to be a baby face, but they booed him. They wanted Taichi in the G1. How dare you?
Huh. That's weird.
I wish tried to, but again, like you said, Sam, we gotta push the young guys, the younger talent. So, oh well. And then on today's, as for corners, Thursday, June 26th, this is a house show, by the way. So, but I'm just gonna read them anyway. You probably know where this is gonna go. Matsumoto for St. Jake, 10-minute draw. Again, that's not surprising. Daki Kai defeat Master has 7.5 minutes. Karma Doki Show Takahashi, Yujiro Takahashi, Aaron Reed defeat Yano Yo Master Wall Show Kong Hiroshima 6 minutes 54 seconds. Okay, this one's different, surprisingly. Tokumaga beat Yuji Nagata, Yoshihashi both only beat Ibo, Owen, Sanan, Dick Togo. Wow, changed whole two people. 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Ishii, Taichi, and Yumori being United Part 9 minutes 7 seconds. Takuchi, Tanahashi, and Jao being Bullcop War Dogs 10 minutes 11 seconds. Oiwa, Saxon, Jr., and Hardy Jazz with Goto, Uno, and Hama 12 minutes 45 seconds. Oh, look, I made it. That was that was the end of the Soul Tour. Well, that we know of. Right quick, I'll run down the other 3 remaining shows. So tomorrow, again, as for recording, Friday. What's tomorrow's date? 27th. Forgot what day it was for me. That one's a house show, so obviously you're not going to see it. So basically, it's the exact results of the last 3 for last like 6 shows.
Yeah.
So if you know, you know. I'm not gonna read that because it's the same as I read the first 6 nights. But 4th of July, that's a Friday. Still Shikijima takes it right all the way for the final spot in A block. Yoshihashi takes on Chase Owens for the final spot in B block. Sam, who do you got for those two?
Let's see.
So for A, it's Kojima versus Iowa. I think it's gonna be Iowa going through.
I would assume that on A block. B block, ooh, that's tough.
I
Who
think
knows?
it's
Yoshihashi's a good one. Maybe we get Goto and Hashi.
I could see Hashi, but I think they're gonna put Chase Owens, unfortunately, because it's
Watch, it'll be a situation like, no, we're gonna push Chase this year.
oh, he's taking some fucking pins in it. Global Tall, Game Kid of his Hiroshi Tanahashi, and then number 0.6 tag titles are defended as show. Oh my god, Yujiro and Ren. I don't know how I forgot that. We'll defend against Yo, Wado, and Yano. God, shoot me on that one. Um, don't actually. I'm just joking. I don't care about that number 6-man tag title match, honestly. And then the ninth and final night. God damn it, it went away. July 6th. Hold on, where's my news? One sec. The English I didn't update the page, so but I have it right here. So remember saying we were wondering when Fujio's got to challenge Desperado for the junior weight title?
Yeah.
So we finally got our date. It's on this show, July 6th.
All right.
Sorry, spoiler, because we'll talk about Death Match Invitational in a minute. For the junior heavyweight tag titles, oh my god, why? Sho and Doki defends Yo and Wato. I don't care about this match. And Tanahashi for Time Match 4. So Battle of the New Japan Dads. All right, Sam, that took me a whole 10 minutes to do, and I'm finally done. Oh, wait. Did you ever run down Tanahashi Jam real quick, or do you want to skip that?
Sorry, I totally just blanked.
You're good. The Tanahashi Jam, do you ever run the card down, or do you ever skip on that?
Let's skip that one because I definitely want to spend a little time here before we head to the G1 climax.
Okay.
The Death Pain Invitational.
Cork and Holland. And you had to buy it on pay-per-view on New Japan World, which in American Sam, it was $22.99 for me. It was like $45. And honestly, I'm not paying $45.
No, that was a bit. I ended up watching it somehow, some way. This wasn't bad. This was not a bad show, but I think the biggest takeaway is the main event.
Yep. So eat the pick on that show, which we'll get to in a second. So this was, you could technically say this was like a co-show because it was New Japan, and it was and Stars from Freedom's promotion. It's like their version of like the Japan version of GCW. So pre-show match was 8-man tag, 6 or 9 match for versus Gucci. Teams with Doug the Guy, Kashima Shuju, Dragon Libre, Gitaro, Kengo, and Tetsuo Takawa at 10 minutes 3 seconds, 6 out of 10. Main shows over the Mama Sasaki and Takashi Sasaki, defeating Geto and Taiji 8 minutes 44 seconds, 5 out of 10. Koshi Fujita defeating Jun, Masaoka 9 minutes 50 seconds. A really enjoyable 7 out of 10. tag team hardcore match. Kenji Fujimoto and Masataka Yamashita and Suzuki at 17 minutes 25 seconds. Fun match, 6 out of 10. Number Open Champion Oleg and Toru Segura, who is the Freedom's champion, defeat Tori Yano and Tomohara 9 minutes and 22 seconds. 6 out of 10. Okay, now we can spend time talking about this match. For the junior Muay Thai in a light tubes glass board barbed wire match, Aldo's Pro to beat Jun Kasai at 29 minutes and 31 seconds. My God, what a banger!
Yeah, that match. And I like death matches, but man, this one, I was watching it while I was doing some other stuff, and I had to actually stop with some of the stuff that was happening. And when I made the short that you guys can see on TikTok and everywhere, I actually had to take the screenshot, I think, from the article that had the results. And I had to read off fluorescent light tubes glass board barbed wire death match because I was not going to remember that title.
I don't blame you. Oh, go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Jun Kasai. I don't know if he's been in any other promotion outside of Freedoms.
He has. He did a few GCWs.
Okay. So I don't know. I was so enthralled with what happened during this match. The spot that really sticks out to me was when they're on the ladder and then El Desperado puts the skewers in his head and they stick, which looks more painful than what would follow. And then he was thrown through the table with the fluorescent tubes.
Oh, that looked like Rose. Oh, yeah. I see. I was like, oof. That's his big fully off the cell moment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jun Kasai's back's gonna be hurting him. You know how many people were in attendance for the show? Say 1,481. That's a good number.
And you know who was in the audience for that show?
Hayashi, what's his name? The guy who made the Metal Gear.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, no, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. I'm like, oh my god, Tanahashi's supporting Deathmatch. So on Cage Match Day, this match got a 9.56 off of 206 votes.
Which is wild because I know death matches don't usually rank high.
No, the other one I seen on the North American side was from GCW early in the month was Barrett Bronson and Slade.
Yeah. I want to highlight this match, and I'm not just saying this, guys. If you can find this match somewhere, this is something you need to watch.
Mm-hmm.
The blood, the cringe, and I say cringe in the best way possible.
Yeah, it's like a bad car accident. You can't help but watch it.
It was so good. I mean, I don't know. If this is a match I'll remember by the end of the year, I would put this in my personal top 10 favorites as of right now.
Spoiler, this is in my top 15. I gotta tell you what number because I still gotta figure that out, but it's in the top 15.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there some. Wait till 2026 when I read off my list. Excuse me. Oh my god. This is really like a really one-match show, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Jun Kasai, I joked with Sam recording. And by the way, Sam watched it before I did. I was at work, so that's why I didn't watch it till later in the evening. Because Sam's like, everybody, I had a lot of people like, you gotta watch this. Like, I saw reviews, like, everybody's like, great death match. Like, you gotta, and I'm like, okay. Like, I was gonna watch it anyway. Holy shit, this was great. I mean, when I saw Desperate on the white, I'm like, yep, blood's gonna be everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, guys, check this out. We're gonna wrap things up with going to the current line. I say current. At Dominion, they announced the lineup minus the two what do they call it? Preseason matches.
The play-ins, yeah, play-ins.
Play-ins, yeah. I'm said playoffs. I'm like, it was something like that. For G1 Climax 35. Yes. I had to think about that.
A few more years to be tied with WrestleMania.
At this rate?
Probably not. So for A block, I'll just run them down right quick, and then we'll talk about the court. So now Oboy Chamber, Oleg, Evil, Dave Philly, IWG World Champion Hiro Goto, Callum Newman, who had to qualify by defeating Taichi, Sonata, Hiroshi Tanahashi in his last G1, Yoshitsuji Yumimura, and the winner of Kojima Rai Oiwe, which we both think is going to be Oiwa. B block, as of right now, TV champion El Fantasmo, depends how bad his knee is. Global champion Gabe Kim, Joe Maloney, who defeated Ishii to get in the spot. Number 0.6 contestant Miranda Rita, Grail Khan, last year's winner Zack Sabre Jr., Shingo Takagi, Kenosuke Takashita, Shuma Uno, and the winner of the Yoshihashi Chase Owens match. And then this year they're bringing back the they're calling them playoffs, but I'm just gonna call them quarterfinals. But the difference is, instead of the two last year they did the 2As against into the 2Bs, like the second and third place. This year it's for the core. It's the runner up of B block takes on the third place A block, and the second A place block winner will take on the third place B block, and then the winners. So the winner of the first one will beat the winner of first place A, and then first place B. They both get a bye. So August 14th is the quarterfinals, or play it, whatever you want to call it. August 16th is the semifinals, and then 17th is the finals. So there's a possible saying we could get either double A's or double B's.
Mm-hmm.
Please be A and B. I don't like when the same blocks are in the finals.
Yeah, I can see how that's a pain in the ass. So we will have an episode talking about this, going further in depth, and our picks for who is going to win G1. But Ethan, before we sign off, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter as wrestling_fan_9. You can follow me on pwmania.com, Pro Wrestling Wire, buysome.net, and Turnbuckle Times 1. Obviously, the ATR stuff for Japan, some of which I'm going to try to upload before the end of the month, because my new rule is if I don't upload the June shows I'll use June staple. By the early July, then that's it. I don't do it because who wants to read stuff from a month ago, which is fair. And yeah, and of course on here's ATR's Wars, so yeah.
Yeah, and you can find me as JSOB Official. You can find me. I also run the Bedlam Media X account at media_bedlam. We're on all streaming platforms. If you can't find us on one, let us know. We'll put ourselves on there. Guys, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, follow us Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're over 300 guys on TikTok. Let's try to get us to 4. Guys, we're out of time. Thank you so much. Next time you'll hear from us from G1. And as always, do not forget to join the Bedlam.
Thanks, guys.